Hi, everybody, and welcome to What the Art History. This is a new video podcast here on YouTube. And based on the title, it is about art history. So, this is a video podcast for art history students, whether you're majoring in it, minoring in it, or you happen to be taking a class. This is also a podcast for people that are interested in art history and just want to learn a little bit more. And this is also for art historians and those associated with art history and working in art history. So, a little bit about why what the art history? What's this all about? What's the story? Well, thank you for asking. So, I actually studied art history in college. I have a minor in it. And what I loved about art history is there's so much knowledge and information, and it really spans the entirety of human civilization. Art, it can be ancient, it can be contemporary, it can be modern, it can be medieval, it can be Middle Ages, it can be anything. And that's what I loved about art history is that it's a really diverse field. There's a lot of different specialties and areas and time periods and mediums, and it's incredibly rich and just full of so much information. So I really loved that about art history. And what I also loved about art history is the key skill of formal analysis is a skill that you can use beyond the classroom. You can use your formal analysis skills in pretty much anything. You can look at a movie poster. You can look at an album cover. You can look at a famous painting. You can look at a photograph that you took and you can find the meaning behind it. You can even look at a diploma and you can find the meaning behind it. And that's truly another part of why I love art history so much is that once you have these skills, you have them for life. So I was motivated both by my personal interest and investment in art history, as well as how I find the skills in art history to be incredibly important skills that can be used in everyday life. So, while this podcast will have some more traditional lecture episodes, we also will have some episodes that touch on pop culture and everyday life to really show this universal application that I was talking about. So, upcoming episodes that you all can be excited for. We have a guest lecture episode that's going to be talking about the pre Raphaelites. So, feel free to tune into that. Who are they? What is that? What are we talking about? Find out. We also will have an episode on the internet sensation of the accidental Renaissance. So, we're going to talk about those photos. We're going to talk about the Renaissance briefly. We're going to look at some accidental Renaissance pictures and we're going to question, are these actually Renaissance or is it something else? I don't know. You'll have to tune in. And then we will also have an episode that talks about coins. So this kind of goes back to that topic that I was discussing earlier of how diverse art history is, that coins are actually a universal everyday item that you can analyze. And they also are used in specific time periods for art history. So, a lot of ancient times, you're going to rely on coins. But I really wanted to have an episode where we are discussing something that is a mundane everyday object and we can find the deeper meaning behind it. So, feel free to tune into that. If you are looking for some additional information, I have a Patreon that's linked in my YouTube description as well as in the video description below. And on my Patreon, you can find posts about the episodes themselves, as well as I do have a formal analysis guide that you can buy, as well as some paper outlines as well that you can purchase. And those will be available on my Patreon. And finally, I encourage you all to share some comments down below for some topics that you're interested in, whether it's a personal interest or maybe it's a video lecture that you just had. I am constantly always looking to expand my knowledge in art history, and I would like to continue this learning journey with you all and have you all help me guide me into different areas that I never thought about before. So feel free to comment below on some topics that you'd be interested in, and I'd love to make that happen. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today, and I really hope that you will check out some of our other episodes. And thank you so much. Bye.